It has been a while since we have chatted. I don't think it was springtime the last time I talked with you guys. But hey, spring has sprung. Spring is here. And I have some goodies that I recently received. And I just want to just go over them and talk about them. Um, how many hobo bags can a girl have? She can have as many as she likes. No, I'm a hobo chick. You guys know that. I absolutely love hobo bags. I love them. They're my go-to style in any style handbag, other than the buckets. I love hobo style. I love the bucket bags. I love a good tote. I love a good tote, but my most favorite out of any style handbag is the hobo style. That's why I love the Florentine. That's why I love the Attache by Gucci. That's why I'm loving all the and the bucket can kind of swoop into sort of depending on the bucket into a hobo style. But for the most part, I love me a good hobo bag. So I'm going to feature the hobo bags going backwards to forward and then show you my latest two. One of them you've already seen, but hey, can't see it too many times. So everybody knows my favorite hobo style bag. It was yes, I'm saying was the graceful. I love me a good graceful. The graceful is perfect. I love the graceful bag. It's beautiful. It's nothing about it that has changed in my mind about it. It's just that when you start branching out, when a girl start branching out and she start finding out what's out there as far as the styles, what Louis Vuitton had out that was previous, I'm telling you guys, if you don't do anything else, please canvas the older style Louis Vuitton bags. The craftsmanship is different. The style, the brass on the gold, just the attention to detail on the bags are just so much better. Of course, I just have to always paraphrase and say this is an opinion blog. The opinions and conversation and things that I will point out as cons and pros to these bags are based on this blogger's opinion. So when you do enter my page or you tend to listen to my blog, please know that I have researched and have crafted the knowledge of the handbags, but you still want to get out there and learn the handbags on your own. I am here just to keep you educated on what I've learned about the bags, but hey, everybody's con is not everybody's con. Everybody's pro is not everybody's pro because a lot of people do not like the graceful bag because of the style, the blockiness of it, and because they don't like the drop on the strap. They wish it was longer. Well, every bag for one cannot be a crossbody, and for two, I happen to like the drop on it because I don't like for a bag to be on my shoulder and hanging all the way down like that. People have figured out ways to try to make the graceful be a crossbody by adding a different chain to it. I've seen all kind of different things. I love it just like this. Hey, so to each their own. More so often I see it with the PM because the MM is such a large bag, but I love it just the way it is. I don't really have any cons for it. So why has she? She's not really lowered as like number two on my favorite scale of hobo style bags. She's just not number one by herself. She has a few that has caught up with her and kind of teetering up there with her. As you know more, you learn more, you gather the information and like, there are some bags that came out before her that I can kind of see. Yeah, so all these bags that I'm about to show has either been out at the same time as the graceful or before the graceful. These are discontinued. The more craftsmanship, the more detailed hobo style. None of these bags after her are able to be purchased outside the RC on the website. You would have to go canvas a generally used site or know a personal seller that would have these bags. She's still currently on the site, but they are about to discontinue my beautiful graceful. She won't be on the site for long. I don't know if it's going to drop off after the springtime, after 2024, but they are talking about discontinuing the graceful. And a lot of times when Louis Vuitton discontinues a handbag, that means that they're either going to come out with the graceful 2.5 or they're going to come out with the graceful, a bag that's not called the graceful, because you know the delightful and then the graceful came, right? So it's probably going to be a bag in that same line, because Louis Vuitton keeps a good hobo on their site. So it's gonna be a bag that's probably gonna be similar to this, but with something different about it. Maybe a longer strap or something. I don't know. Maybe it comes in a different style as far as the maybe you can get it in the bean in all three canvases or even in the unprompt leather. I don't know, but I just know that whenever Louis Vuitton discontinues a coveted piece such as this, there's always one that replaces it that's similar to it with a little difference. But this one is one of my favorite bags, but she's not up there by herself. So I don't want to just stay on her too long. Talked about it a little bit too long. The next one is the beautiful Artsy. And she is arting, y'all. Yes, she is. So you guys knew I had a fit when I finally got her in my collection. It took a while for me to just say, you know what, she needs to be in my collection. I got her. I love her. She's perfect. She is doing what I need her to do as far as this arch. It's taking the time frame that it's going to take. I'm not trying to rush her because she's doing it. I love everything about this bag. She is beautiful. Um, um, Hobo is means the Bohemian style bags, right? And the way this is angled, the broadness of this bag is why a lot of people find it to be a con, because the artsy is kind of wide at the bottom. And so this is one that you do want to be mindful when you are carrying her, because she is such a large bag like the graceful, that you just like the graceful and the no AGM is very easy to bump into others with such a large bag such as this. So when you are carrying this, just be mindful of that. She takes up a great capacity, but very beautiful. I can see a very slight layer of patina. She's going on a little bit of a month old now. So I do see a slight layer of patina on her. Not that much, but I do see enough to tell that she is getting a little patina on her. I don't know if it's picking it up, but she is nowhere near as light as she was when I first got her. She is slowly darkening, and because the springtime is trying to peek out a little bit, I may sit out with her for a little while so she can get some sun. But hey, so I know somebody asked me the other day on here, have I carried her yet? Yes, I have taken her out. The more I carry her, the more she breaks in. So that's the reason why I'm carrying her, because I'm trying to get this strap to kind of break in. It's that raw cowhide leather that it just takes a while for it to kind of break in. The next bag I'm showing, and I don't show her as often as I should, it is the beautiful Sully. If you guys know, the Sully is the oldest one. She might not be the oldest one now that I'm looking at two that I'm about to show you, but she is one of the oldest hobo bags that I have. She came out, um, and I may have to update this. I'm gonna say 2013, 2014 ish. Um, And when she first came out, she had a thicker and a shorter. The strap was like about about this part, but she was much thicker. And there was a lot of complaints about that strap when it first came out. It was not comfortable to a woman's shoulder. So Louis Vuitton made the adjustments, and they came out with this strap where it's a little bit longer and just a tad bit thinner, but I think they figured it out when they came out with the graceful. They just said, forget it. We just gonna thin the whole thing out. Because if you look at the graceful is very thin, half of this, and is much longer. So I think that's what they figured it out with the Sully and the Berry, which is the Sully's daughter. Um, Pretty much that strap is pretty much the same. The problem with the Sully was not just the strap; it was the canvas, and the canvas had issues on the corners. So Louis Vuitton just eventually discontinued this bag and came out with the Berry, which is identical to this bag. The only difference is that the Berry has the vachetta on the corners, but everything else about it is pretty much the same concept. I was looking at the Berry, I was thinking about getting the Berry, but it is the exact same bag. It would be what you call just wasting money, because there is no craftsmanship difference in it other than the aesthetics of the vachetta on the corners. But I digress. The next bag that you seen not too long ago is the Matisse Hobo. This bag did not get a lot of attention as it should have when it was out, because there was some issue with the glazing on the sides. The glazing was an issue with people that the glazing was kind of like a bleeding and splitting and just doing all kind of icky stuff. So if you had a glazing issue, Louis Vuitton would look at it to make sure that the owner did not damage the bag, and then they would gladly replace it either with another graceful, or you could just get a store credit and just get another bag. So that's what they were doing with this bag. So eventually it just kept being an issue. So they eventually just discontinued it. But I was able to get this in the archive generally used, and I could not be more happier. So far, there is no glazing issues. There's no issues with this bag at all. I love everything about this bag. Then there was a big to do about the front part of it, this portion. People had an issue with the Matisse part of it, this part, and I don't know why. Because my cell phone that I'm recording on fits right in here. I can put my pods in here. I can put my keys in here if needed, and just drop it all in there. And if we're out and about, I just drop it in there, close this, and life goes on. I don't even have to go in here, because one reason why I love this pocket, and I love that pocket, is because it's a convenient pocket. A lot of people said that this bag looked like a backpack, and it really does. I asked my husband, does it look like a backpack, and he said yes, it does look like a backpack. So it does favor a backpack. Actually, a backpack that Louis Vuitton actually has. It does look like one, but it is a bag, and this could be a college campus college student bag as well, because of the way that it's styled. I can see people putting folders and books in here because of the largeness of it. But this is an everyday bag for me, a handbag for me. One reason I love it so much is because the inside is chocolate. I got it stuffed with some bubble wrap, but the inside is chocolate, and the canvas on here. Let me just say, I can tell by this bag and by this bag, the canvas changed. You guys know that like I said, I love my graceful, right? But the feel of this canvas and the feel on the Sully feels more like luggage. It feels more like the 45 Speedy, the 45 and the 50 Speedy. That's what the Sully feels like. It feels like it's thicker. It's more thicker, like a luggage style canvas. I don't know if it was on purpose that they made it so thick, but it is. The artsy, the artsy, and this one, it's something different. I can't really explain it, but the graceful is more structured. The graceful is more structured, even though it's a hobo style. And if it did not have that organizer in it, it would be more slouchy. It would be, but it would not be as slouchy as this bag. Um, the graceful is a very relaxed bag when you take out the organizers, so such as the delightful is as well. But I don't know what it is, but this one, maybe because I don't carry my graceful as much, because I have seen videos where some people gracefuls are more loose, like all over the place, and mine is more structured. Maybe because I kind of do baby her, and I do keep her with an organizer in it, so maybe she just hadn't gotten broken in, and she's just not like that. But I'm basing this based on the graceful that I have, and based on the bag that I have and this bag, the canvas is totally different. The canvas on this bag, for one, this is the graceful that I have is a newer graceful, and this is when the canvas had changed to the brown undertones, and this is when the canvas was still the green undertones. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but this has green undertones in it, and I know people. I have handbag friends that kill and go crazy over the green undertones. And this is an opinion site. I get it. I know you guys like, and because I do, I know you guys like the richness and the style of the green undertones. Because that used to be one way that you could tell if a bag was authentic, right? But this is a teachable moment right here. I know this lady, and we conversed about it on one of the sites that I'm on. This lady took her handbag back to Louis Vuitton that she purchased from Louis Vuitton because it did not have the green undertones, and she said the glazing was too red, and she questioned the bag that she purchased from Louis Vuitton. So the the sales representative, the sales agent at Louis Vuitton took the handbag back, and the lady just got the same bag. She got another bag, right? She looked it over at the store. She took it home, and then when she started looking at it again and comparing it to her other bags, she still said the glazing seemed too red, and that she had an issue with how the canvas looked. She compared it to her other bags. So she took it back again, and the sales agent asked her, "What is it? What's going on?" And she kept on saying the glazing, and she was like, "Well," and like I have explained on several videos, please know the glazing changes on here, and the canvas changes with each cut. Every year, when Louis Vuittons create and hand make their bags, the glazing on the vachetta leather and the canvas goes through a change, and based on how it's being produced that year, it may have green undertones and it may have brown. I know mostly from the early 2000s through the 90s on up, we are used to seeing the green undertone. But guys, the brown undertone is for the newer style Louis Vuitton canvas bags. So she kept taking her bag back, and I'm like, is she questioning Louis Vuitton? The place that she's buying it from is the luxury house. She kept taking it back to the luxury house until they just told her, this is the way this bag looks. You're not gonna get this bag in a green undertone because it's not made with a green undertone. Would you like to buy something else? She just wanted a refund because she wants something about this is a lesson. Things do not stay the same. Everything changes, and yes, I am one that likes the older style bags, but there's no way in the world I would question the place that I'm buying it from. If I was buying it from someone that I was not sure of, I would question it. But if I'm buying it from the store, and each time I take it back in, I'm getting another bag that looks just like it. That's the way the bag looks now. And we just have to kind of fix our minds that things are going to change. And because I know with the consumer never full with the dots that I have, the glazing on there is extremely red. And it did not bother me because I know where it came from. But I know some people that will lose their minds because of that glazing, and you can't get stuck like that. You got to be able to know that things are going to change, especially with the handbags. But I say all that to digress. This bag has the green undertones. The RC has the green undertones. The Sully has the green undertones, but this Graceful has brown undertones. And if you don't know what you're looking for, people that just look at the bag, they probably won't really pay that much attention to it. But because people that are lovers of handbags, you automatically pick up on that kind of stuff. So I automatically saw the difference. It's more green. It's more softer. The canvas on here is different. It's more squishy like. It's structured but squishy. This is structured and soft. You see the difference? This is structured, but it's soft. This is structured, but it's more like I can't even explain it. It's just really, really soft, and I love it. I love this bag. So when I was saying that things are going beside the Graceful right now, all four of these bags that I've shown you, they're right up there with the Graceful right now. Especially my Artsy and especially my Matisse Hobo. So this is where it is. The Graceful, the Matisse Hobo, and the RC1. The Sully is kind of 1B. 1B. These are 1As. All of these. I just love all of them. All of them. I do. I don't love either one of these more than the other. And they're all hobos, but they're all different hobo styles. Now, I know I showed you guys that. And I already went into detail over the Matisse Hobo. I showed you the feet and all that on another video. But I have a latest one. And she is one that people have sought over for so long. It is the reverse Softy triangle hobo style bag. She is beautiful, guys. Now, she's a cut above the rest because she has a different style. Now, let me just say, let me go back a little bit. You guys know when I was saying that I did not get the berry because she looked just like the Sully. Well, these two bags are pretty much the same bag. There's a difference, of course, in different the craftsmanship of it, but they really give the same. They're both hobos. They both have the same crescent moon style to it. There is some noticeable differences, but what this doesn't have, the berry took on, and the berry version of this bag is identical to this. The only difference between this and the berry is this is reverse monogram, and the sides of this is black leather as opposed to being the vachetta leather. And the strap on here, oh my God. My husband is picking with me. God. Oh God. Oh, okay. I'm going to get through this video, guys. The strap on here is leather. Oh, guys. The strap on here is heavenly. It is everything. If you ever wondered if this feels anything like the Artsy, it does not. It's already soft. It does not have to be broken in. Everything on this bag is squishy and beautiful and perfect. I'm not over exaggerating either. This is a limited edition. If you're able to find this bag on the Gently Used site, She runs anywhere from $3,352. The lowest I've seen her is 2,300. But the one that was 2,300, the inside of her had some issues, like somebody may have spilled something in it. And everybody who knows me knows that I coveted the inside of my bag. I do not put pens or hand sanitizers inside of my bags. No, I will never put a drink inside my handbag. I will with the Never Full, but not any of these, because the the material on there, people think that it's suede, but it's not. And once you damage it, you can get it off. But I don't want no sticky stuff inside my bag, and I don't want a pink spot on my bag from juice or something that just didn't go right, or ink that exploded. No, it's a no. So when people say, Lisa, you got a pen? Nope. In that big old bag, you don't have a pen? No, I don't. So that's not gonna happen. Now, if I have an organizer inside my bag, I may have like my organizer inside the organizer with a pen inside. I know people say that's a lot, but trust me, these bags are investments. They appreciate. They do not depreciate. They appreciate in value. The the cleaner you keep them, the more valuable they become over time. These bags that I just showed you are worth more than the ones in the store. You can get more for these than you can in the store. So think investment, think appreciation. So my whole point to you is saying that this one is a perfect bag, and inside of it is immaculate, and that's the way it's gonna remain. I will put my my SLGs in here and carry it. I don't baby my bags. My husband, anybody can attest to that. That I don't sit up and be like, oh God, don't touch it. Nothing like that. I don't baby them like that, but I do make sure that that they do not get any noticeable damage to it, because once you damage it, the price goes down on them. And Louis Vuitton does not fix, if you ever damage the canvas on your bag, it's a wrap. They don't fix canvas. They will only fix zippers. They will fix like if this had they will fix the strap. They will fix the leather if there was some issues with this part that was not self damaged, like you didn't do it yourself. But if the canvas is torn or damaged, because they guarantee their canvas, you can't go back to You're gonna have to find you a cobbler in your local area to fix your bag, pretty much. And but this is pure perfection. I'm gonna do a video on reverse monogram period, because so many people want to talk about it. So I'm gonna do a video on reverse monogram bags, because I didn't realize how many I had. And it is very hard to get reverse monogram, because so many people grab them when they're out, and then when you go to the Louis Vuitton site, they're discontinued, or they're out of stock, and you gotta wait like a month or so before you get them. This one is discontinued. It's been discontinued. This is a 2017 bag. So this bag is 7 years old, and she looks like she's just as young as the other bags. But she's 7 years old. The reason why she looks brand new is because it is an all-weather bag. It does not have any tanning leather on it. It's already treated, so it won't change. It will look like this forever. The brass on here will always look like brass, unless you don't take care of your bags. My husband will tell you that I consistently change out my bags, so my bags don't get a chance to get tarnished or beat up or anything like that, because I'm consistently changing them out, right? So, but if you are one, some people like continually carrying one bag, and that's normal. That's fine for the average person. They carry the same bag. If you do that, just watch when it starts to get smudged or something like that, and try to keep that up, because just like any other brass product, whether it's silver or gold, you want to try to put your your wrist, do some shining up to it every now and then, because if it looks dull and unattractive, some people will hesitate on buying it if it looks like it just not has not been well kept. So think that I don't buy my bag in the mindset of selling. I don't buy them because I plan to sell them. That's not what I do. Because I had a few people ask me on here, did I sell the one of the bags that I showed? I think it was the backpack that I showed. How much would I sell that for? And the answer is nothing. It's not for sale. So that answers that, and it's not being rude or anything, because I don't make these videos because I'm selling the handbags. I'm making the videos just to educate and just to be a part of the luxury handbag collection owners. But if I am selling the bag, you will know, because I will start the video off letting you know this is a bag that's going on sale. But any of the bags that I just recently received and I'm loving it, I'm doing a video on, unless I say so, they're not for sale. So just to clear that up. So these were the Hobo styles that I was showing today. This video is going a little bit longer than I expected. I haven't chatted with you guys for a while, but I am about to head out to get some lunch with the hubby. I hope you guys have a beautiful day wherever you are. It is beautiful here in Tennessee. The sun is finally coming out, guys. We've been having some up and down weather. If you know Tennessee, it has been up and down here, but it's finally coming out. So it looks like it's going to be a good day to get out for a little while. I hope you guys be safe out there. If I don't talk to you guys again, have a wonderful Easter with your family. Be safe out there, and everybody be blessed. And I will chat with you soon. Bye. And don't forget to like, share, and comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys who have subscribed, who have commented on my blog. But if you don't mind sharing, commenting, and subscribe if you have not. Thank you so much for your support. Bye-bye.